Hey, my name is Neville Smith, and my project is a park renovation. The description. The purpose of this project is to remodel the basketball courts, football fields, and playground, as well as clean up and freshen up the bathrooms and pavilions. We want to resurface and repaint the courts to give it a newer look, as well as replace the basketball rims with more updated versions. With the football field, we would like to clean up the field and mow the grass and repaint the goalposts. When it comes to the playground, we want to completely remove the old playground set and just put in a whole new one. On top of that, we want to add rubber mulch to the ground for more protection for the youth and any others who use the playground. With the bathrooms and pavilions, we just want to retouch it, paint it up, and fix them up. The purpose of this project is to give the community, from the youth to the elders, a place to go and be active, have fun, and just enjoy nature and the outdoors. It has been a while since the park was created and really has not seen that much, if not any types of remodeling since then. We want the community to know that they are thought about and we acknowledge them by updating their community park. Within the specific aspects, the goal of the whole project is to give the entire park a major restyle and upgrade. Within the measurable aspect, we will have time frames of when each part of the project should get done and how long they should be. Within the achievable aspect, we must talk with the county and the individuals who are part of the park association about what is allowed and acceptable, as well as letting them know the plan fully to see what they think about it, the pros and cons that may come with it, and what the budget is looking like to move forward. The realistic aspect, we are going to make sure that during this project we plan everything accordingly to plan. All the research from budget to time to knowledge will be discussed fully and strictly enforced for the best of the project. Of course, things will happen both by mistake and without any control, but regardless, those are expected, and we will adjust accordingly to them. Within the time-bound aspect, like I said previously, the time frame is key, and we will have set dates of when things should get completed and when certain items and materials should be delivered for the project. So the scope of the project is to renovate the park and give it a new look. The goal is to get this completed in a well-timely manner. The purpose is to have the park look and feel like it was meant for this new day and age. The park, which was previously stated, has not been redone in quite a while, and it is well overdue. A lot of individuals go to this park for multiple uses, and since it is in Florida, it is used almost all year round. Even now, the way it looks, the entire community still enjoy it and love going there. But at the same time, to have individuals care for the community fully, the community must do the same for their people, and that's why we want to remodel the entire park for them. The time frame of the project. So in phase 1, starting March 1st, 2022, going all the way to March 9th, 2022. Within this phase, we are going to remodel the basketball courts. We want to remove the old goalposts, and once that is done, we will install the new ones, then repaint the court. Once we let the court dry, we will paint the lines back on the court, and then the court will be done. Phase 2 of the project will start March 10th, and we'll go all the way through March 19th. This phase will involve the remodeling of the football field. First First thing first, we are going to clean up the entire field. Then afterwards, mow the field. Once that is done, we will feed and water the field so that it stays fresher longer. Once that is complete and settled, we are going to repaint the lines on the field and repaint the goalpost as well. Phase 3 of the project will start on March 19th and will go all the way to April 7th. The final phase will involve both the remodeling of the park and fixing up both the bathroom and pavilion. First step is to remove the old playground set. Once that is complete, we will lay out the new set on where everything should go. After we do that, the installation process will begin. When that is complete, we will add the rubber mulch to the playground. Then it will be complete. Next, we will go to the bathroom and pavilions and clean both out. Once that is done, we will repaint both, giving them a fresher look. After everything is complete, we will inspect the entire park renovation, making sure it is all up to par and good to go for the use of the community. The project budget. So we have a $65,000 budget to complete this entire project. From the labor, which is a crew of 7, we're expected to pay about $17,000 total all around for the entire, from the start of the project to the end of the project, for labor work. The basketball hoops are $4,100 for good basketball hoops that we found. We're looking to not get the most expensive ones, but also we didn't want to lowball and go under budget for the basketball hoops, given a cheap material. We want something that's sturdy and will last a good chunk of time. Paint is around $2,000 for everything from the courts to the field to the goalposts. The playground set, we got a max of $23,000. We found a playground set that is under $23,000, but I want to play it safe and just put a $23,000 budget aside just for that alone. But we did find a playground set that was a little under the price that we have. The rubber mulch, the amount we need for the park, that's alone just for the park, is $1,200, and that would be good enough. For the field maintenance of the football field, that we projected that to be $12,000. I have done my research and it is less than $12,000, but I want to play safe, just put at $12,000 to give us a good cushioning. And then the total amount of money for the tools will be $1,000 overall, giving us a grand total of $60,300 for the budget of the project. The risk register. In the risk register, there are 5 risks that we projected and produced solutions for. The first one is COVID, and the mitigation strategy that was brought up was having the workers wear masks as well as get tested regularly before work. The weather was another risk that came up, and the mitigation strategy for this was to work during certain hours of the day to help avoid certain areas. The third risk was delivery, and the mitigation strategy for this would be to work on other aspects of the project that did not fully require us to have certain shipments that we need yet. This is helping us stay on track of the project and helping us keep moving forward so we can finish on time. The fourth risk was financial, and the mitigation strategy for this would be to under budget the project compared to the actual budget in case we need to spend a little more. The last risk was rushing the design, and the mitigation strategy for this aspect would be to have a set plan of jobs that need to be done as well as who are assigned to these certain tasks. The communication matrix. We will have a kickoff meeting introducing the project as well as reviewing the objectives and goals. This will be done in person so that we can have a clear understanding of the project in a whole group environment. The audience would be the crew team, APV, which stands for Association of Poinciana Villages, and the stakeholders and project sponsors. This would be done only once, and that would be at the beginning of the project before we started. Then there will be meetings regarding the project team, status, and status reports. The purpose of them would be to review the status of the project, update the leadership on the project status, and a detailed report on the project status, including the progress, costs, and problems. All these meetings will take place via Zoom call, would be done weekly or as needed. The project manager, crew team, and APV will be involved in this aspect of the project. Then finally, we will have a wrap-up meeting discussing everything about the project from start to finish, as well as the overall outcome. This will be in person and only once. The audience would be the project manager, APV, and crew team. All these meetings will be delivered through agendas, presentations, project schedules, and so the breakdown of the project. We want to start with the pre-inspection. We want to observe the park and determine what we're working with to find out what we need to do and what needs to be done to it. Then we want to go to the basketball courts. We want to find the right basketball hoops, measure the whole court, choose the right paint color for the court, and then cover the court and then outline the court. The football field, we want to clean up the whole football field and mow the field. And then we want to find out how much paint we need to paint the lines back on, as well as repaint the goalposts of the football fields. Then we want to clean up the pavilion and restrooms. We want to clean them out and then repaint it, giving it a newer look. And then we want to go to the playgrounds, remove the old playground set, add the new one, and then add the rubber mulch afterwards. And then once that's all said and done, we want to do a post inspection of the park, making sure everything's okay and running smooth and there's no issues with the park before we let the community come enjoy the new park that we have created for them.